It's time for a basketball broadcast here on WCMP. Let's head to the court.
Welcome inside on KBEK Nice 95.5 for this boys playoff basketball matchup. I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman, and I'll be bringing you all the action from tonight's matchup between the Mora Mustangs and St. Cloud Cathedral. Looking at both of these teams, St. Cloud Cathedral is the number 18 seed. They came in off of a win there in the first round. They averaged about 51 points per game this season, 61 points given up. They got 3 wins on the season, 3-16. So a bit of a tough year here for the St. Cloud Cathedral Crusaders. Looking on the season, their wins came against Zimmerman, Packed Charter, and that last win against Long Prairie Gray Eagle there in the play-in game against Long Prairie Gray Eagle. 59-31 was the win there for the Mora Mustangs. Now looking at the Mora side of things, well, they had a really good year, coming off of last year where they beat Pine City in the section champion or the section semifinal game to make it to the section championship game, but unfortunately they could not play in that game because of COVID. But this year, they're on kind of a revenge tour, trying to get back to that game and then get to the championship game and get past there and get themselves a state, because there was a lot of talk last year about when they did get to that championship game that they were the favorite to get to state, and everyone was looking at them like, oh my goodness, this team really could push themselves into state, but then the COVID shutdown happened. But looking at the Mustangs, 15-1 on the season. They score about 66 points per game, give up about 42 points per game. Now, they had a really good season. Like I mentioned, they were 15-0 coming into the final game of the season against Albany. And let me tell you something, that was, if you weren't listening, if you didn't tune into that one, you missed a really good game. It was a pretty good defensive performance by both teams. That was for the conference. If Mora won, they had it outright. If they lost, they would share the title there with Albany. And Albany came out and looking for an upset. It looked like Mora had the momentum early on, but in that game, Albany in the second half came out of nowhere and then started to slowly work back. They took the lead away, and it came down to a couple of last-second shots with 1 second left. Albany made a free throw and got a 50-49 lead. Then with 1.8 seconds left out of the free throw, Mora had a chance. They shot it deep down the court, and the shot was up and no good from Lilienthal, and they lost that game 50-49 against Albany. But just because of that one loss doesn't, I don't think, put any damper on their playoff hopes. I hope not. I hope that's kind of out of their memory now and they're focused on this game, because a loss like that, when you're looking at could be a perfect season, that's tough. That's tough, can be tough to come back from. But this is a Mora team. It is my favorite right now to make it to that section championship game. And depending on who they play, I think they might just make it to state. As I mentioned, 15-1 on the season coming into this game. They beat Pine City earlier in the year, kind of a rematch of last year where they beat them twice. They beat them once in the regular season, and as I mentioned in that section semifinal game, they were both very good games, both more defensive games than anything. But this year they beat them 60-46 in Pine City. That was a very good matchup there, and Mora in that game was kind of propelled behind a great defense and offensive performance from Garrett Honstrom, the 6'7" junior. He had multiple blocks in that game. I thought he had more than 10 if I remember counting correctly, and he did a great job in the paint area that night as well, just getting himself in the paint, into those dirty areas they call it, and doing a good job getting the baskets underneath the basket. He just did so well that night. And that's kind of how Mora has tried to go through this season. They tried to rely on him, but some teams, like Albany, kind of have his number sometimes. They get him into a little bit of foul trouble, and they just kind of have a key out on him, and they know what to do. They kind of isolate him a little bit while focusing their other guys on the remaining parts of the offense, and Albany was able to do a good job of kind of shutting him down. Honstrom still got quite a few points in that game and some rebounds, but I think for Mora here in this game, they're just going to focus on shooting, to letting whoever's open shoot there, And I think Garrett Honstrom's still going to be a big part of this offense. He's the main guy underneath the basket to get those rebounds. He really is the guy. If they want to get a turnover and make it into points or just get the rebound on the defensive glass, he's the guy who's going to get it and turn it over for his team and get them back down on the offensive side of the court. Clock reads about 45 seconds left before we get our national anthem and our starting lineups. So while we await that, we'll take a commercial break and hear a word from our great sponsors. Of course, you're listening to this boys playoff basketball matchup here on Nice 95.5.
Anderson and Cook Ford are your Ford specialist. Stop into Anderson and Cook Ford to find great deals and unmatched selection of new Ford trucks and SUVs. With over 50 Ford F-150s and a huge selection of 2021 Ford Escapes and 2021 Ford Explorers available. When you work with an Anderson and Cook Ford sales specialist, they can help you find a vehicle that fits your needs, your lifestyle, and your budget. Go further at Anderson and Cook Ford in North Branch, AndersonandCookFord.com.
Anoka Technical College offers hands-on education for a hands-on career. Choose from 70-plus in-demand programs, including practical nursing, information tech, machine trades, automotive tech, biomedical tech, emergency medical services, medical coding, golf and turf management, electronic engineering tech, court reporting, supervisory management, and more. Why wait? Join Anoka Tech's job-ready graduates making up to $70,000 a year. Apply today at anokatech.edu.
Is winter ending? Spring coming? Hopefully soon. But at Aquarius Home Services, we know your furnace has been working hard, and we know warm weather will come. That means it's the perfect time to tune up both your furnace and air conditioner. During March, you can have both done for just $49. Yep, both for just $49. At Aquarius, you'll get amazing professional service and no surprise upfront pricing. We're just a click away at AquariusHomeservices.com. Aquarius, earning the right to be recommended.
Hayford Ford in Isani doesn't want to just sell you a truck and move on. They want to be your Ford dealer for life. They are here for you no matter what your vehicle needs. Whether it's something as small as an oil change or you buying a brand new truck, Hayford Ford believes quality is job one. Don't settle, go further. Ford vehicles are built for the road ahead, and Hayford Ford is your local Ford dealer, and they are dedicated to taking care of you, your friends, and your children for the rest of your lives. Hayford Ford in Isani, your lifelong Ford dealer.
Herman Insurance Services has been in the game for over 50 years. Our agency has since grown into a team of experienced agents who are committed to providing clients with the best possible experience and coverage to fit their unique needs. We specialize in personal and commercial insurance for the communities of North Branch, Rush City, and Asante. Don't just take our word for it. Visit online at hermanins.com or call today for your free no-obligation quote. With Herman Insurance Services, live life fully covered.
Hi, I'm Eric Hoppy. If you're looking to buy a quality vehicle from someone you can trust without having to haggle, come see me, Eric Hoppy, at Kanabec Auto Sales, located in Mora on Highway 65. I'll help you find the right vehicle for you and your family and make sure you're satisfied with your investment. And I understand how important it is to stay within your budget. Cars you can trust from a guy you can trust. That's me, Eric Hoppy, Kanabec Auto Sales in Mora.
New DQ rotisserie-style chicken bites are at your favorite DQ family restaurant in Mora. Who knew unbreaded chicken this good was possible? It's 100% oven-roasted white meat chicken that is 100% delicious. Finally, a chicken that is tender, juicy, and flavorful all by itself, or dipped in ranch, or in a salad, or in a basket with fries. Thank you, DQ, for giving us just what we needed, a chicken option that can deliver great tastes and big smiles. Happy tastes good at your favorite DQ family restaurant in Mora.
Mora Public Schools is proud to recognize the Mora boys basketball team for not only being leaders on the court, but off the court as well. Their coaches and teachers stress the importance of being involved in activities and being role models, but also stress the importance of academics. When you combine these qualities, you find strong individuals, strong teams, and most importantly, a strong school and community. Congratulations to the team and coaches for promoting such quality student athletes and for being conference champs for GPA. Go Mustangs!
Join the Quality Disposal Systems team of drivers. Our team works together towards a common goal, cleaning up our communities and making our customer service the best in the industry. Do you have a Class B CDL? Does driving a local route every day sound great? If the answer is yes, then you are who we're looking for. Quality Disposal offers competitive pay with a benefits package with a chance to be home daily. For more information and to apply, contact Quality Disposal Systems in Ogilvie at 320-272-4692.
Back here inside Mora High School, where we are just about set for action here between the Mora Mustangs and the St. Cloud Cathedral Crusaders. Looking at the starting lineups here for the Crusaders, it will be senior number 4, Logan Simones, junior number 5, Jordan Schumann, senior number 14, Samuel Stolzenberg, senior number 20, Jack Pelzel, and senior number 22, Jonah Prom. On the other side here for the Mora Mustangs, it'll be senior number 2, Ben Wright, senior number 14, Jeff Lilienthal, senior number 21, Andrew Rasmussen, senior number 22, Caleb Anderson, and junior number 35, standing 6'7", Garrett Honstrom. There's your starting lineups, 18 minutes on that M Health Fairview Clinic scoreboard. M Health Fairview Clinic's North Branch has 24-hour access to care by calling 1-855-FAIRVIEW or your local clinic number. So we are just about set for tip-off in this game between these two teams. Both teams are out there. Mustangs break their huddle, get their final word of encouragement from head coach Kurt Graycheck. The Crusaders are head coached by Matt Mayer. Now, I believe, looking at the schedule, if Mora wins, they will host on Saturday. It should be Sauk Center because Pine City had to forfeit, unfortunately, to some COVID-related issues. So they'll face Sauk Center if they win here on Saturday. Mora wins the tip-off, and here we go. Lilienthal starts with it for the Mustangs. He has it now on the near side. Now pass across court there to Lilienthal, and it's just over the head of Lilienthal. Going to have an early turnover here for the Mustangs. So the Crusaders will get it just 10 seconds into this game. Pass inbounded there to Simones. Simones, he'll get it off to Prom. Prom has it now on the near side. Simones now on that far side there to Stolzenberg. Stolzenberg up and no good, and that's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by Mustangs. So the Crusaders will hold on to it. Crusaders will inbound. Looking to inbound. He just gets it off in time to Prom. Prom sitting at the top of the key. He'll drift to his right now, get it off there to Schumann. Schumann on that far side. He'll hand it off there to Pelzel. Oh, I apologize. That was Stolzenberg. Now, Prom from 3 is no good, and the rebound there by the Mustangs. Ben Wright with the rebound. He has it off now to Lilienthal on the near side. Now off to Anderson. Anderson right back to Lilienthal, now to Wright. Right in the near side corner. Gives it off to Anderson. Anderson in the paint to Lilienthal. Bumps bodies, puts up the shot. No good. Rebound there by the Crusaders. Simones has it up the court, working to the right. Passes it off here to Stolzenberg. Stolzenberg has it now to Pelzel. Pelzel puts it up in the paint. No good. Goes over the backboard. And that will be out of bounds. So the Mustangs will retain possession. Wright will inbound here to Anderson. Right back to Wright now as he works on that far side. It's Anderson who has it. Now to Wright. Wright now to Rasmussen. Right back to Lilienthal on the near side. It's Anderson to Lilienthal. Lilienthal pass over in the corner to Ben Wright. Ben Wright thought about the 3. Instead, he'll pass it off to Lilienthal now. Lilienthal. Anderson. Now to Rasmussen in the corner. Right back to Anderson just inside that 3-point line. Pass to Lilienthal. Lilienthal will drive to his left. Get it to Honstrom. Honstrom spins around the defender. Puts it up and in for 2. Honstrom gets the 2 to fall. He makes it 2-0. Mora Mustangs with the early lead over the Crusaders. With it now for the Crusaders is Schumann. Now he'll pass it off. And that shot is up and no good by Stolzenberg. And that's going to go out of bounds. They're going to say Lilienthal touched it last. Him and Stolzenberg were both going at it, but they're going to say Lilienthal touched it last. Inbound here for three, and that's up and good from Jordan Schumann. Now down the other side of the court with it are the Mustangs. They have it. It's Anderson on the far side. Stops, pass it off. Here to Lilienthal, quick pass. Now all the way back in the corner to right. They do a good job of passing. Right for three is no good. Off the mark, Rasmussen right there for the rebound. Puts it up and in for two. Did he get the and one? He will! Rasmussen got the shot to fall, and he'll go to the line for the and one opportunity. Possible three-point play here for the Mustangs. Mustangs lead 4-3. Rasmussen has a chance to put them up by two, and he does. Rasmussen. Anderson will check out here for the Mustangs. In for him is Noah Nielsen, another senior on the squad. They have 8 seniors, by the way, to the Mustangs. They lead 5-3. Working with it is Simones. He'll pass it off now to Pelzel. Pelzel, cross-court pass here to Prom. Prom at the top of the key. He tries to pass it off to someone. Now he finally does. That's Simones. Simones for three himself is no good. Lilienthal taps it up and it is rebounded here by Wright. Wright down the court, trying to take it into the paint himself. He keeps it alive, and somehow Wright kept that from going out of bounds, threw it back in, kept it alive. A defender touched it, and it went out of bounds, so somehow, some way, I don't know how, but they will keep possession. Emmanuel Katzera checks in for the Crusaders, as does, someone I don't have on the roster here. It's number 41. Either way, the Mustangs have it. Honstrom gets the inbound, almost has it stolen away, and let's see what they call. A tie-up. Possession arrow favors the Crusaders. They'll get it back. Set to inbound is Stolzenberg. Stolzenberg here to Simones. Simones. He'll get a screen, but not too effective there. He'll take it up the court nonetheless. Get it past that half-court line. Now to the offensive zone. There to Katzera. Katzera. Now to the teammate Stolzenberg at the top of the key. He'll pass it right back to Schumann here on the near side. Schumann tries to get around the defender at the free throw line. Puts in, and in for two. Stolzenberg gets that one to fall. Right back the other way quickly. It's 5-5. Pass to Lilienthal. Now to Nielsen. Nielsen, he'll fake the three, drive, put up the shot, no good. And a charge there is called on the Mustangs. So that'll be the first foul there for the Mustangs. The first for Nielsen. Teams both have one team foul now. Simones gets it, inbounded to him. He'll work it up the court on that far side. Now working back to the near side. Stops. The guy you wanted to pass it off to is covered. Now gets it to Stolzenberg on the far side. Pass here now to Schumann. Schumann trying to get past the defenders. He takes it to the paint himself. Puts it up. No good. And we're going to get a foul on the Mustangs. Second team foul for the Mustangs, first on Honstrom. It's not a shooting foul, so they won't go to the line. Lilienthal, Rasmussen check out, Anderson, and Sampson check in. Again, 8 seniors for this Mora squad. They have plenty. I believe Crusaders have 6, and that inbound pass is stolen away by Ben Wright. Ben Wright going to take it up the court himself, into the paint, puts up the shot, no good. Anderson's right there for the rebound. Drops it for a moment, and get a whistle. I believe that's going to be a foul there on the Crusaders. It will. That's going to be the first, Emmanuel Katzera. His first. Now checking in is Thomas Pfeiffer for Simones. Nielsen getting set to inbound here for the Mustangs. After the foul, gets it off to Sampson. Sampson passes to his left to right back to Sampson. Now in the near side corner to Nielsen. Nielsen dribbles once, dribbles twice, passes it off here. They will do a good job of passing, and now off to Anderson. Thought about three, instead he'll dribble a couple times. Pass it off now to right. Right still on that far side. Cross-court pass to Nielsen. Nielsen fakes the pass one way. Gets it off to Anderson. Now to right. Right makes one defender miss. Then he'll put up the shot for three. It's no good. Oh, it does fall in. My goodness. Ben Wright from three gets it to fall. Now with it are the Crusaders. 8-5. That shot surprised me a little. It did not look like it had any chance of going in, but it got an extremely friendly roll at the front of the rim. Now for three are the Crusaders. That one's no good by Schumann, but they get the rebound, and that one up and in by the young man who I do not have on the roster, number 41. Unfortunately, cannot give him the credit for being out there. Hopefully, I'll be able to find that out. Ben Wright, meanwhile, has it for the Mustangs. He'll pass off to Nielsen in the near side corner, makes one defender miss, makes another miss. It's on the court, and there's going to be a tie-up. And I believe that possession arrow does favor the Mustangs, so they'll keep it. 8-7, Mustangs lead. 12.5 to go here in the first half on that M Health Fairview Clinic scoreboard. You can now find Dr. Raymond and Jenna Labine at the M Health Fairview North Branch location. Rasmussen checks back in. Inbound pass here to Lilienthal. Lilienthal takes a look at the net, then dribbles and has it stolen away here by the Crusaders. Pfeiffer, he'll have it working one way, then working back to the far side now. Gets it off there to Kudzera. Kudzera working to the left. He'll pass it off here to Prom. Prom working back to the far side. Now gives it off to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer right back to Prom. Prom gives it off here again to 41, who I don't have on the roster. Unfortunately, rebound no good. And the Mustangs have it right back. Lilienthal to Anderson. Rasmussen on that far side in the corner. He'll pass it to Wright. Wright will kind of reset the offense here. Pass off to Lilienthal quickly in the near side corner to Anderson. Anderson to Lilienthal just inside the three-point line. Now to Wright. Wright wide open for three. This one's up and good! And Wright is good on the three-point shot there. Makes it 11-7, and then it is stolen away by Ben Wright. Right back for his team. 11-7. Ben Wright for three once again. The left-handed shot is up and good. Wright. After missing the first, he's made the last three. Now with it are the Crusaders. Up with the shot for Pfeiffer is no good. And the Mustangs are just going to let it roll out of bounds. They lead 14-7. 11:16 to go in the first half. Hanstrom checks back in. He'll check in here for Dallas Fix. Lilienthal talking to Wright here before they inbound. And waiting. Now we get to inbound. Lilienthal will take it up the court here for the Mustangs. He'll pass it in the near side corner there. Rasmussen now to Lilienthal. Lilienthal wanted to pass it to Wright. Instead, he'll just hand it to Rasmussen. Now Garrett Hanstrom up for two. Garrett Hanstrom, 6'7". He makes it look easy there under the net. And they lead 16-7. Now with it, that was Simone. Simone's now off to Stolzenberg. Stolzenberg. Now with it is Kudzera. Kudzera off to Stolzenberg for three. He'll nail it. That's three for the Crusaders. Ben Wright has it. Now to Anderson in the far side corner, 9-16. It's Rasmussen. Now Wright will get it from Lilienthal. He'll pass it off, and that pass is off the mark. Wright got bumped a little bit on the pass. That's why it went awry. So the Crusaders will get possession back here. Mustangs lead 16-10. Crusaders will inbound it. And Simone's with it. Trying to work it up the court here for the Crusaders. He finally gets past that half-court line. He'll work on Sampson, drifting to his right. Now he'll give it off here to Stolzenberg. Stolzenberg in the corner there to Prom. On the far side, Prom will pass it to Stolzenberg. Stolzenberg now to Pelzel. Pelzel in the paint, has it poked away by Lilienthal. Lilienthal had a one-on-one in his own zone. He'll get it up and in for two, and he was fouled. So he'll go to the line for the and one opportunity. 18-10. Lilienthal, nice job poking it out. Garrett Honstrom got it, passed it down to Lilienthal. Lilienthal did a good job of letting one defender get by him, then went up, got the shot to fall, plus the foul call. This one's up, and no good. It was up, and it looked like it was going to go in for a moment, and then it didn't, and then it did, and then it wound up falling out. And we're going to get a call here on Cathedral. Looks like a push, so that's going to be their fourth team foul, the second there for Pelzel. The Mustangs have it right back. It's Lilienthal. He has it now to Sampson. Sampson to Rasmussen. Thought about the three. He'll pass off to Lilienthal. Now right back to right. Right standing almost at the Mustangs logo. Now to Rasmussen on the far side. In the paint there to Lilienthal. Sampson at the top of the key. Pass it back to Rasmussen. Now to Anderson. It's Sampson. Sampson for three. He's good. Jack Sampson from three makes it 21-10. And we had a timeout here by the St. Cloud Cathedral Crusaders. And while they take a timeout, we will take a timeout as well. You're listening to Playoff Basketball on Nice 95.5.
Spend more time doing the things you love by shopping online at Coborns.com, and in as little as 2 hours, have your groceries loaded into your car. Shop Coborn's weekly ads online, then have Coborn's picky shoppers pick out the freshest produce, meat, bakery, and deli items, along with name brand grocery items and home essentials. Plus, we do the heavy lifting right to your vehicle. Save time, shop weekly specials online, and pick up at your favorite Coborn store, all online at Coborns.com.
Back inside Mora High School, Mustangs lead 21-10 over the St. Cloud Cathedral Crusaders. And the Crusaders called that timeout there. Got a bunch of other games going on WCMPradio.com. A couple of them are audio only due to some MSHSL restrictions. Some are video as well. Try and get you updates from those games. But in ours, with 9:22 left in the first half, the Mustangs lead 21-10 over the Crusaders. Simones gets it. He gets a screen from his teammate Prom, and he'll work it up the court now in their offensive zone. He hands it off there to Stolzenberg. Stolzenberg now to Prom in that far side corner, trying to get away from Anderson. He does. He'll pass it off here to Stolzenberg. Stolzenberg dribbles just inside the paint. No good. And who else but Honstrom is right there for the rebound. Deep pass to Ben Wright. Right in that far side corner. He'll take a moment to pass it off to Sampson. Sampson will get it to Anderson. Anderson right back to Sampson. Sampson will reset at that M logo on the court. Now get it off to Wright. Wright going to try and drive inside the paint. He stops, puts up a floater. It's good. Ben Wright for two. Makes it 23-10. The Crusaders have it back on their side now. With it, that's Stolzenberg. Stolzenberg passes it off here to Simones. Simones now gets it to Prom, and Prom has it on that far side. No dribble. Dribbles it one way, then back the other. Now gets it off to Schumann. Schumann right back to Stolzenberg. Sitting at the three-point line. He'll put up a shot, no good off the front of the rim, and rebound by Sampson there for the Mustangs. He's got it now to Anderson. Rasmussen on that far side. He'll dribble back up to the top of the key where he'll hand it off to Ben Wright. Ben Wright will get it off to Anderson in the far side corner. Tries to get it in the paint to Honstrom, but Honstrom, as he was trying to get the pass, was fouled. And that is going to be, I believe, the Crusaders' first on number 41. Setting up to inbound are the Mustangs off of that foul. Again, that's the 5th for the Crusaders. Inbound it to Hanstrom. Wright gets it back. Right back to Hanstrom in the paint. Puts it up and in for 2. Hanstrom very strong once he gets in that paint. I mean, he's strong in general, just in real life, but he gets you inside that paint. It's almost just game over because he is so good from inside the paint. Now for 3 is number 41. He's no good. Hanstrom will get it back for the Mustangs. Lilienthal kind of holding his nose almost as if he's got a bloody nose. Or maybe he's just got a broken mask. Fortunately, it looks like he does have a bloody nose, so maybe he got hit on the nose on accident. We're working to get that fixed. Meanwhile, back inbounding here to Ben Wright. We'll pass it off now to Rasmussen. Rasmussen has that one blocked. His pass was blocked there by Kutzera, and Kutzera takes it now into the Crusader offensive zone. Now to Simone. Simone's right back to Kutzera on that far side. He'll drive inside that three-point line. Instead, he'll pass it off to, now it is Simone's with it on the near side. He stops just inside that three-point line, puts it up and in for 2. Simone's gets it to fall, makes it 25-12. Now with it, that is Nielsen. Now to Rasmussen. Couldn't tell if it was Anderson or Rasmussen, but it is Rasmussen. 27-12. Mustangs with the lead. Now with it, that's Kutzera, and Kutzera passes it off to a teammate, but before that happened, they're going to get a foul. It's going to be the 6th team foul now. That is going to be the first there for Nathan Schaefer. Mora will inbound it, and Wright again will work it up the court. Now off to Nielsen on that far side. Nielsen fakes the pass and then gives it off to Ben Wright. Ben Wright for a long 3 is almost good, but it is going to be rebounded here by Nielsen for the Mustangs. Nielsen almost has it stolen away. I think they're going to say Nielsen stepped on the line. So the ball will go back over to the Crusaders. 27-12. Mustangs with the lead. Kutzera will be the one who will inbound it. He gets it off there to Simons. Simons with it. I heard the PA announcer pronounce it as Simons, so he talks to the coaches, and that's the right way to pronounce that. So Simons now off to Schumann. Now with it is, again, the young man I don't have on the roster, 41, but now it's Kutzera with it towards the top of the key. He'll pass it off to Schumann. Schumann makes the defender miss, puts up a floater, almost gets it to fall, but it's rebounded there by the Crusaders, number 41, and now Hanstrom will get it back off the missed shot for the Mustangs in their own zone. Now Nielsen, he'll give it to Rasmussen. Rasmussen in the paint to Hanstrom. Hanstrom back out to Rasmussen, quickly to Wright. Wright just inside that three-point line, puts up a floater, no good. Swatted away by Nielsen, and I believe that's going to be a foul on him. That'll be their 3rd team foul. It is Nielsen. That is his 2nd foul. Again, team's 3rd. 5:22 left to go in this first half. Mora Mustangs lead 27-12 over the St. Cloud Cathedral Crusaders. Kutzera will get set to inbound it here for the Crusaders. He'll get it off here to Stolzenberg. Stolzenberg will slowly work it up the court now past that M logo on the offensive side. Trying to work past the defender. That is Wright. Now he'll pass it off, and the ball will go right back to him as he's on the far side there. Works back inside, gives it off here to Pelzel. Pelzel, he'll dribble inside the three-point line. Now give it back off here to Stolzenberg. Stolzenberg now to Kutzera. Kutzera on that far side. Pass off here to Pelzel. Pelzel makes a defender miss. He gets it inside the paint, puts it up, no good. And Wright is right there for the rebound for the Mustangs. Anderson to Rasmussen, the near side corner to Hanstrom in the paint. Hanstrom trying to turn around, put up a shot. It's off the glass, no good. Rebound there by the Crusaders. That was Schumann. It's Stolzenberg who's working with it. Stolzenberg on this near side, trying to dribble past right. He gets a screen. He'll work inside, and it's poked out from behind by Wright, and Sampson will get it. Pass back off to Wright. Wright, quick pass. Right back to Wright after he got it off to Rasmussen. Looks like we're going to get a foul call, I believe, on the Crusaders. And if that's the case, it should be a 1-1. And it's the 17th foul. And second on Cathedral. And that will put them at the 1-1 bonus. And Wright will be at the line to shoot the 1-1 with 4:15 left in this first half. Mustangs lead 27-12. Cathedral is going to check out, and in for him will be Simons. So again, Ben Wright at the line to shoot a 1-1. Crowd goes silent. First one's up, and no good. Does not connect, and the Crusaders do get the rebound. And as Sampson, well, I think that's Anderson. So Anderson swatted the ball out of the hands of Schumann, but he got more than the ball, and he gets fouled. Fourth team foul now for the Mustangs. Working with it is Simons. Simons, he'll roll it there to Prom. Prom, back to Simons. Simons at the top of the key will now pass it off to Schumann. Schumann for a long three. Fadeaway is good. Fadeaway three there from Schumann is good. He makes it 27-15 as the Mustangs work with it back on offense. Sampson now to Wright, Wright to Rasmussen on that far side, right back to Wright. Now it's Sampson for three. That one's good. Jack Sampson for three. Makes it 30-15 now in favor of the Mustangs. Simons with it at the top of the key. Passing it off there to Schumann, and it's not going to be an over and back because the Mustang defender did touch it. So the Crusaders have it back, and with it is Pelzel. Going to get a quick whistle there for the 5th team foul for the Mustangs. That is the second for Anderson. Hanstrom will come back in the game for Anderson. Then it looks like we're going to have another substitution. Schumann will check out for the Crusaders, and Nielsen will check in for Fix there for the Mustangs. So after all that substituting, we'll finally get to inbound here. The inbound is to Simons. Simons now to Stolzenberg. Stolzenberg trying to work around the defenders. He'll get it back to Simons. Simons at the free throw line gets it off to Prom. Prom now to Pelzel. Pelzel off to Stolzenberg. Stolzenberg blocked, and I think we're going to get a foul there on Hanstrom on the block. That's going to be a second, the team's 6th. Wow. Looked like a clean block from my angle, but I'm not down on the court. So Stolzenberg at the line to shoot 2. They're going to call it a shooting foul. The first one is up and good from Stolzenberg. Checking in for Hanstrom is Nicholas Nelson for the Mustangs. Stolzenberg hits the first. He hits the second, makes it 17-30. Mora with it now on that far side. It's Nielsen right back to Wright. Still on that far side of the court. Gets it to Lilienthal. Lilienthal right back to Wright. Now to Nielsen in the far side corner. Nielsen works back, and that pass is going to be stolen away here by the Crusaders. Up and in. That one is good from Pelzel for 2. Pelzel makes it 19-30. Mustangs have it back. Ben Wright on the near side. Lilienthal makes one defender miss. Now back to Wright. And it's Nielsen to Lilienthal. Right back to Nielsen. Nielsen in the paint to Wright. Wright thought about the short 2 and then off to Nelson. Nelson. Somehow Wright gets it back. Lilienthal will put up the 3 and it's good, but we get a whistle. Let's see if the shot is going to count. The refs are going to come together and talk about it. It was a good shot from Lilienthal, but I don't know if it's going to count. And we'll hear an uproar from the fans if that is no good. So the basket is good. But it was a foul. So the foul must have occurred after the shot because now the Crusaders are at the foul line. And he hits it, does number 41. Again, I do not have him on the roster, so cannot give him credit. I'll keep listening for his name, though. And it's up and no good with the rebound are the Crusaders. So he hits one of two, and the Crusaders will get the rebound back. It's Stolzenberg. Tried to get a screen, almost lost possession of the ball. Now he'll pass it off to Prom. Prom to Pelzel. Pelzel on this near side in the corner. Pass to 41. He puts it up and in for two. Makes it 22-33. Mustangs now, it's Nielsen for two his way, no good. And the rebound there by the Crusaders. It's Pelzel for three in the near side corner, no good. Stolzenberg gets the rebound here. Prom with it. Prom will take a three for himself, and that one's off the front of the rim. Race to the ball, no, is going to be taken by the Crusaders. It's Pelzel. Pelzel for a long three. It's good. Pelzel for the long three makes it 25-33. And we get a timeout here with under a minute left by the Mustangs. They still lead 33-25 on the M Health Fairview Clinic scoreboard. M Health Fairview North Branch Urgent Care has extended its hours from noon to 8 p.m. weekdays and from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. every Saturday and Sunday. While they take a timeout, we'll take a timeout as well. You're listening to basketball on Nice 95.5.
I'm Steve Schwartzbar, your local Edward Jones financial advisor. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of all the local teams on WCMP. Call me, Steve Schwartzbar, at 763-552-1100 for all your investment needs.
Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Back inside Mora High School. 15 seconds left in this timeout. Crusaders have done a really good job here at working back from a pretty big deficit they faced against the Mustangs. And they've now worked it to within 8 points of that Mustang lead. Mustangs were trying to get it to a 20-point lead. They were close at one point, but the Crusaders have fought back hard and have made it an 8-point deficit for themselves. Out of the timeout, the Mustangs will inbound it. Rasmussen will pass it into Lilienthal. Lilienthal on the near side. Gets it to Sampson. Sampson fakes it one way. Back to Lilienthal. Back to Sampson. Sampson again fakes. Now back to Lilienthal. Right back to Sampson. Sampson drifts to the far side. Now back to Lilienthal. Looking to go right back to Sampson, but it goes to Rasmussen instead. Back to Lilienthal at the top of the key. Lilienthal drifts to his right. Passes to the far side to Sampson. Sampson with 30 seconds left, passed it in the corner there, can't see the number, that's right. Ben Wright gets fouled. And Wright will be at the line for a 1-and-1, that's the 8th team foul there on the Crusaders. Wright is no good on the first, and the Crusaders do get the rebound. With it is Simons. Simons on the far side now gets it to Prom. Prom at the top of the key. He'll pass it off there to Stolzenberg, back to Prom, who sits at the top of the key still. Now right back to Stolzenberg, right back to Prom. Back and forth passing between them two, and it will go back to Stolzenberg. Stolzenberg gets double teamed, almost has it stolen away. He'll get it back. He'll put up a fadeaway shot, no good. And that is the buzzer here for halftime inside of Mora High School. The Mustangs with the lead over St. Cloud Cathedral, 33-25 at half. But the Crusaders, man, they did such a good job there to get themselves back under that double-digit lead that the Mustangs had. And again, at halftime, the Mustangs with the lead over St. Cloud Cathedral, 33-25. When we come back, I'll recap the first half, try and get you an update from some of those games going on WCMPradio.com. Of course, you're listening to this playoff basketball matchup on Nice 95.5.
For over 30 years, Hones Auto Body has been getting customers back on the road. Just drop off your vehicle and they take care of the rest. Minor dents, full collision repair, glass replacement, and mechanical services. From the estimate to easily working with your insurance, ASE certified technicians will get your vehicle fixed right. Bring your vehicle to Hones Auto Body and Glass Collision Mechanical or visit online at honesauto.com. That's HOHNS auto.com. Butch, Christy, and everyone at Hones love to support Mora Athletics. Go Mustangs!
M Health Fairview brings world-class care to North Branch. You'll have access to the latest groundbreaking research discoveries combined with convenient care close to home. In North Branch, their dedicated care team specializes in family medicine, diabetes education, and physical therapy. Most of the staff and providers from the Pine City Clinic are now available in North Branch. To schedule an appointment, call 1-855-FAIRVIEW or use MyChart. Urgent care is also available Monday through Friday from noon till 8 and 9 till 5 on the weekends.
Minnesota. It's home. Hot summers at the lake, beautiful falls, snowy winters, and rainy springs. We experience it all. Make sure you're ready to handle whatever this state throws at you with help from Minnesota Equipment in Isani. Minnesota Equipment carries brands you love, like John Deere, Steel, Toro, Gravely zero-turn mowers, and Aaron snowblowers. Their helpful staff can not only get you the equipment you need, but can help you maintain it so it will last. Plus, they carry a full line of farm equipment. Minnesota Equipment in Isani. Online at minnesotaequipment.com.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a four-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available. Online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
If you've been injured in an auto accident or have sustained other personal injury, you don't have to leave town to get good representation. Spear & Swanson attorneys at law in Pine City are experienced and will work on your case with no fee until they get you money. They also handle divorce and custody cases, criminal defense, including DWI and other legal matters. Spear & Swanson is your local law firm that cares about you. So if you need legal representation or advice, call 320-629-7586. Spear & Swanson, attorneys at law in Pine City.
Wellia Health offers sports medicine services at all our campuses in Mora, Pine City, and Hinckley. Dr. Mullen and his team treat a full range of sports injuries for all athletes at any level of competition. If you are injured, we want to help you return to the game as quickly and as safely as possible, providing the sports medicine care you need when you need it to help you live life well with Wellia Health. Call 320-679-1313 to schedule for any location.
Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit Kettle River Pizza Fundraising on Facebook to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today. That's great tasting pizza.
This is a story we all share, of a place rooted in tradition and rich with opportunity, of people driven by compassion and vision. At Essentia Health, we're proud to play our role in this story, because we know that this place, these people, are like nowhere else. Visit Essentia Health in Hinckley, Sandstone, or our new location in Moose Lake for all your care needs. Schedule an appointment at essentiahealth.org today.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Visit Town & Country Insurance in Finliston, Hinckley, or Mora today at townandcountry-ins.com.
Anderson and Cook Ford are your Ford specialist. Stop into Anderson and Cook Ford to find great deals and unmatched selection of new Ford trucks and SUVs. With over 50 Ford F-150s and a huge selection of 2021 Ford Escapes and 2021 Ford Explorers available. When you work with an Anderson and Cook Ford sales specialist, they can help you find a vehicle that fits your needs, your lifestyle, and your budget. Go further at Anderson and Cook Ford in North Branch, AndersonandCookFord.com.
Back inside Mora High School. We're at halftime between these two teams here in this Section 6 AA playoff game between the Mora Mustangs and the St. Cloud Cathedral Crusaders. Looking at who led the way here for both teams, it was Jordan Schumann. He had 6 points, 7 for Stolzenberg, 5 then for Jack Pelzel, and then 2 for Logan Simons. Then on the other side here, also number 41, he had 5 points in that first half. And I did not get, his name is not on the roster here for St. Cloud Cathedral, so was not able to give him the credit, unfortunately. On the other side, though, leading the way for the Mora Mustangs, it is Ben Wright with 11 points. 6 for Jack Sampson, 4 there for Garrett Honstrom, 5 for Rasmussen, and 5 also for Jeff Lilienthal. Looking at that first half, it was a good back-and-forth matchup there. Mora definitely had all momentum towards the middle of that half and started to pull away slowly but surely over the St. Cloud Cathedral Crusaders. But then all of a sudden, the Crusaders, they started to get a couple of things going on defense. They stopped the Mora Mustangs drive a couple of times, and they got back on offense and turned a couple of possessions there into points. And soon they had the Mustangs on their heels, and they were reeling a little bit. And the Crusaders, they looked like they were going to make a comeback and tie it up there before half, but Mora was able to kind of stop that comeback from the Crusaders, and they got back and made a couple of shots themselves. And they were able to hold on to the lead, 33-25, but give the Crusaders credit. They were down by almost 20 points there in that first half, and they worked their way back slowly but surely, and they made it a game again, and they were in danger of getting blown out, but Crusaders, they got a lot of fight in them here tonight, trying not to get eliminated here against the number 2 seeded Mora Mustangs. Again, those are just based off of records and standings in their sections, but you can throw out the regular season records once playoffs begin because those really don't matter. It's kind of anyone's game at this point because everyone wants it just as much as the other guy. I've preached that throughout the couple games I have already called, and it's so far been true. We've got a lot of good games going on in these playoffs early on, and I can't wait for more playoff action here this year. Of course, last year we got all the way up to the section championship for boys before everything was canceled. Some of the girls' state tournament basketball action had already happened, but unfortunately, again, they were unable to finish. But this year, looking a lot more hopeful that all these winter sports will be able to finish their seasons. But again, Mora has some unfinished business, so to speak, as last year they made the section championship game and then were unable to play due to COVID. They had beat Pine City to get there, and there was talk around a lot of they were the favorite to get to state and even push themselves deep into that state tournament. So a bit of unfinished business here for the Mustangs as they're trying to get past St. Cloud Cathedral in their first game of the playoffs this year. Two teams worked their way back out on the court. They're looking to get warmed back up here for the second half of action. And while they do that, we're going to take one more commercial break. Here, a word from our fine sponsors. You're listening to Nice 95.5.
Anoka Technical College offers hands-on education for a hands-on career. Choose from 70-plus in-demand programs, including practical nursing, information tech, machine trades, automotive tech, biomedical tech, emergency medical services, medical coding, golf and turf management, electronic engineering tech, court reporting, supervisory management, and more. Why wait? Join Anoka Tech's job-ready graduates making up to $70,000 a year. Apply today at anokatech.edu.
Here we are back inside Mora High School getting set for the second half action between the Crusaders and the Mustangs. Looking at some of the games on WCMPradio.com. At halftime, the boys basketball game between Rush City and Kimball. The Tigers lead that one 20-17. And the other game, Bram against Hinckley-Finlayson. It is tied at 31 apiece. Degerstrom hit a 3/4 quarter shot to tie it at half there. So thank you to Adam Hefty for that update from Bram and Hinckley-Finlayson game, and to Zach Minnie McAfee Peterson for the update from the Rush City Kimball basketball game. But again, we're back in our game between the Mustangs and the Crusaders on that M Health Fairview Clinic scoreboard. M Health Fairview Clinic's North Branch, that for your convenience, have same day and evening appointments. And here we go. Cathedral will start with it. It's Simons. Simons, he'll pass it off now to Stolzenberg. Stolzenberg working on that far side, trying to get a screen. He does get one there from Schumann. He works on this near side now, trying to get past the defender. Pass off to Schumann in the near side corner. Schumann tries to get around Rasmussen. He does, puts it up. No good. I think Honstrom did get a fingertip on that one. Lilienthal will take it the other way here for the Mustangs. Works inside the three, now gets it off to right. Right to Rasmussen, now to Anderson. Anderson thought about the three on the near side here. He'll drive just inside the three, now pass it off to Wright at the top of the key. Wright will get it to Rasmussen on this near side. He'll pass it to Anderson in that corner on the near side. Now it's Wright in the paint to Honstrom. Honstrom bumps a body. Pass out to Rasmussen, now to Honstrom in the paint again. He puts it up and in for two. Honstrom maybe a little bit lucky he didn't get called for a charge there. He kind of bumped bodies a little hard with the Crusader defender. But either way, it does fall for two, 35-25. Mustangs with the lead. Cathedral, they have it. It's Pelzel. Pelzel on this near side. Pelzel pass now off to Simons. Simons, his pass to Prom on the far side. Now to Schumann for three, no good. And Honstrom right there for the rebound for the Mustangs. Lilienthal will take it up the court. Quick pass in the corner to Rasmussen for three. That's good. Rasmussen for three, nails it, and we're going to get a quick timeout here by the Crusaders. A minute and a half has gone off the board here in this second half. The Mustangs lead 38-25 after the Rasmussen three-point shot. So while they take a timeout, we'll take a quick break as well. You're listening to Nice 95.5.
Is winter ending? Spring coming? Hopefully soon. But at Aquarius Home Services, we know your furnace has been working hard, and we know warm weather will come. That means it's the perfect time to tune up both your furnace and air conditioner. During March, you can have both done for just $49. Yep, both for just $49. At Aquarius, you'll get amazing professional service and no surprise upfront pricing. We're just a click away at AquariusHomeservices.com. Aquarius, earning the right to be recommended.
Back inside Mora High School. Crusaders not quite back out of the timeout yet. Still 15 seconds left to use, and the Mustangs are eager to get back out there. They lead 38-25. Again, you're listening to 95.5 FM KBEK for this Mora basketball game against the St. Cloud Cathedral Crusaders. Mora on top right now, 38-25. With it is Simons. Simons has that one knocked away, and it goes out of bounds off. I believe it's going to be off of Stolzenberg, and the Mustangs will get it back. Lilienthal inbound to Wright. Wright gets it to Lilienthal. Lilienthal fakes the pass one way, gets it to Wright on the opposite side. It's Rasmussen in the far side corner. Now to Lilienthal. Lilienthal in the paint to Ben Wright. Ben Wright puts it up and in for two. Beautiful pass there from Lilienthal. And Lilienthal pokes out from behind. Oh, he's going to get called for the foul there. 40-25. Lilienthal gets his first foul, first team foul of the second half for the Mustangs. It will be Anderson who checks out, and in for him will be Nielsen. It's Simons with it now on his side of the court. Passes it off there to Stolzenberg for three. It's good. Rattles its way in, but it's good nonetheless. It's 40-28 now. Mustangs with it, right, pass it to Lilienthal. Now to Nielsen in that far side corner. He'll dribble once out of that corner. Pass off to Lilienthal, now to Wright. Wright will take the long three. Left-handed shot is no good. Nielsen will get the rebound. Now to Lilienthal. Lilienthal drives inside the paint, puts up the shot, no good. And rebounded there by Prom for the Crusaders. Stolzenberg thought about passing it to Prom. Now instead he'll get it to Schumann near side. Schumann has it. Working on the defender Rasmussen. He'll pass it off now. That is Pelzel who will get it back to Simons. Simons works to his right, trying to get past Lilienthal. Lilienthal. Pass from Simons to Prom, right back to Simons. Simons at the M logo, and that pass is tipped away, stolen away by Ben Wright. He takes it to the lane, puts it up, and in for two. Ben Wright, another point for his day, 42-28. Simons now to Prom. Prom almost has it stolen away, and he'll get it to Pelzel for three. Pelzel drills it, makes it 42-31. Right pass, far side corner to Nielsen. Now to Lilienthal. Lilienthal back to Nielsen. Pass to Rasmussen in the paint to Hanstrom. It's poked away, but Ben Wright will get it back for the Mustangs. Now off to Hanstrom. Cross-court pass there to Lilienthal. Lilienthal takes it. No-look pass to Ben Wright. He's wide open for three. Left-handed shot is good. Ben Wright for three. 45-31. Under 14 minutes to go here in the second half. Mora on top. And we're going to get, I believe that's going to be an illegal screen there on the Crusaders. That's going to be the first there for Stolzenberg, their first of the half. 45-31. Hanstrom, Rasmussen, and Nielsen check out for the Mustangs. It's Sampson, Anderson, and Fix in. Lilienthal on the far side, pass cross court to Sampson. Sampson drifts to that left side. Now pass in the paint there to Anderson. Right back to Lilienthal. Lilienthal to Sampson. Sampson drifting to his left. Pass back to Lilienthal on the far side. Lilienthal in the paint there to Fix. Fix right back to Lilienthal. Lilienthal fakes it one way, then goes up the middle. That shot is no good. Off the front and back of the rim, then falls out. And rebounded here by Schumann for the Crusaders. Schumann will pass it off there to Stolzenberg. Stolzenberg gets a screen. It's not going to work. Lilienthal gets right through it. Stolzenberg still with it. Pass off there to Simons. Simons has it stolen away by Ben Wright. Ben Wright up the court so quick. No good on the shot. And looks like we're going to get a foul there on the Crusaders. It's going to be the first for Schumann. And they're going to get it, call a shooting foul. So Ben Wright at the line for two. First one is up and good. 46-31. Lilienthal and Fix check out. Hanstrom and Rasmussen are back in for the Mustangs. Wright hits both. So he gets those two free throws to fall and makes it 47-31. With it now is Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer for the Crusaders. Working it across court there to Stolzenberg. Stolzenberg trying to drive in the paint, puts up the shot, and it is blocked. That's Hanstrom in the paint yet again with another block. It will remain Crusaders' ball as he hit it out of bounds. Pfeiffer will inbound. He'll get it to Schumann. Schumann on that far side corner will get it here to Kudzera. Kudzera working. Cross court now there. It is Stolzenberg with the three-point attempt, no good. Cathedral gets the rebound. Stolzenberg has it. Travel. So he travels with it. I think he almost knew it because he didn't drive that fast into the paint and almost looked like he knew he traveled it and was almost waiting on the call. Inbound here to Wright. Wright gets past Cathedral. Works it up the court to Anderson on the far side to Sampson. Sampson now to Rasmussen. Rasmussen near side. Waits a moment, passes it off to Sampson. Sampson works to that far side. Now it's back to Rasmussen. Ben Wright on this near side. Gets it to Hanstrom in the paint. Hanstrom puts it up, no good. Pass is blocked out of bounds by the Crusaders, so the Mustangs will keep it. 47-31, 12-13 left in this second half on that M Health Fairview Clinic scoreboard. M Health Fairview Clinics with convenient on-site pharmacy in North Branch. That includes drive-up service and mail order. Inbound pass there to Anderson, and as he cannot contain it cleanly, it gets swatted there by Stolzenberg, and that'll be the third team foul, his second on the game. So the Mustangs will inbound it once again. Going to get a substitution. Lilienthal is going to check back in. He'll come in for Sampson. Rasmussen inbound to Lilienthal. Lilienthal backs up, pass now to Rasmussen. And right back to Lilienthal. To Wright. Ben Wright tries to get it in the paint there to Anderson, and it goes just above his head, and then Schumann had it for a moment and went through his hands, and it went out of bounds. So the Mustangs will keep it 47-31 with exactly 12 minutes to go here in the second half. Wright inbound there to Lilienthal, and we should get a foul there on the Crusaders. We do. It's on Stolzenberg. Trying to get past the defender, pushed a little too hard. That's going to be his third, team's fourth. So the Mustangs will inbound again. It's Rasmussen. Rasmussen inbound to Hanstrom. Hanstrom puts up the shot. That one's blocked. He'll get his own rebound, put it up off the backboard, and in for two. Hanstrom just so tall down there. He's hard to get by, and then his arms are even longer. Makes it hard to get a rebound on him. Cathedral with it for the Crusaders. Pass tried to go in the paint there, but it is taken away here by the Mustangs. Wright quickly in the paint there to Anderson. It is pumped and taken away here by Stolzenberg for the Crusaders. And we're going to get a timeout there. Timeout on the court called by the Crusaders. While they take a timeout, we'll take a timeout to hear word from some of our fine sponsors. You're listening to Nice 95.5.
Hayford Ford in Isani doesn't want to just sell you a truck and move on. They want to be your Ford dealer for life. They are here for you no matter what your vehicle needs. Whether it's something as small as an oil change or you buying a brand new truck, Hayford Ford believes quality is job one. Don't settle, go further. Ford vehicles are built for the road ahead, and Hayford Ford is your local Ford dealer, and they are dedicated to taking care of you, your friends, and your children for the rest of your lives. Hayford Ford in Isani, your lifelong Ford dealer.
Back inside Mora High School, not quite out of the timeout yet. Here's the buzzer for 15 seconds left. (49-31), the Mustangs lead. There's the buzzer to warn the teams that the timeout is officially over. 11 and a half minutes to go here in this game. Crusaders will get set to inbound. It'll be Cathedral. We'll inbound it for them. He'll inbound it to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer has it on the near side for his offense. Now works back to the top of the key, sitting at that M logo for a moment, then works it back to the near side. He mishandles the dribble, then will pass off to Stolzenberg on the far side. Now it's Cathedral on the far side corner. He'll pass it in the paint there, number 41, who puts it up, and it doesn't get the roll he wanted, and the Mustangs will get the rebound, and they'll take it back the other way. Rasmussen stands on this near side corner for just a moment before he drifts to the right side. Pass to Lilienthal in the paint to Wright. Wright will dribble out of the paint. Was in a bit of traffic there. He passed now to Lilienthal. In the paint pass to Hanstrom. Hanstrom no good. And rebound Rebound's going to be taken by the Crusaders. That was Pfeiffer who had it, but then he fell and his body touched that boundary line, so that counts as out of bounds. And the Mustangs will get it back. Pass in the paint there to Lilienthal. He'll swat it out, keep the rebound alive for the Mustangs, but then Hanstrom had to get it back, and he keeps it in play. But on the other side, it's Pfeiffer for three here for the Crusaders. He makes it 34-49. Crusaders not out of this one yet. Right to Lilienthal for a wide open three, and he's got it. Lilienthal for three makes it 52-34. Stolzenberg, he has it to Kutzera now. Kutzera working towards the middle of the court and gonna get a foul before the shot occurred. It's gonna be the second team foul for Mora. We'll wait to see what's on. It's gonna be the first for Wright. Wright plays a pretty clean game out there. Rarely gets into foul trouble. He does such a good job. And we're going to get a substitution for Mora. It's going to be Dallas Fix. We'll check in here for Hanstrom. Just under 10 minutes to go here in the second half. Mustangs with the lead, 52-34. That pass was tipped, and with it, the shot is no good, was Prom. But the Crusaders get the rebound. It's Stolzenberg for three, no good. Prom with the rebound again. Kutzera has it, and he'll give it to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer will stand at the top of the key, spin to his left, and get it off to Kutzera. Kutzera wants to drive into the paint, puts up the shot. It's a little soft, but he gets his own rebound. Now gets it to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer, pass across court to Prom. Prom right back there to Kutzera, and Lilienthal, my goodness, shot out of a cannon, trying to take that one away. He almost does, but ball will go out of bounds. And the Mustangs will not have possession. They'll still be on defense. Kutzera, inbound pass here to Pelzel. Pelzel right back to Kutzera. Kutzera drifting to his right. He'll pass it off to Stolzenberg. Stolzenberg, he wants to drive. He loses the ball at the free throw line. It's still up for grab. The Mustangs have it, and it's a kick ball. Should be by Wright, but they're not going to call it. Wright, he'll have it. And back to Lilienthal. Now Wright, thought about three. Doesn't keep the drive alive as he mishandles it. Tripped over a defender's shoe. Pelzel with it. Now to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer drives, puts it up in the paint. It's good. (52-36). Right to Fix in the paint. It's up for two. Dallas Fix with two there for the Mora Mustangs. 54-36. Prom with it, drifting to his left. He'll hand it off to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer thought about three, makes the defender miss. He drives into the paint, pass it off to Pelzel, and that one's going to be knocked out of bounds by Rasmussen. So the Crusaders will keep it. Pfeiffer has it. Nope, instead it will be Simons who will inbound it. 8.5 to go here in this second half. Simons inbounds it to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer back out to Prom, who at the top of the key, then pass off to Stolzenberg on this near side. Stolzenberg looking for a screen, gets it, but nice job by Anderson to work through it. Stolzenberg stops, drives into the paint, puts up the shot, no good, and we're gonna get a foul on the Mustangs. That will send Stolzenberg to the line for two. That'll be their third team foul. And that's going to be the second, rather the third on Anderson. Third foul on Anderson, their team's third. And again, Stolzenberg at the line for two. First one is up and good. Makes it 37-54. Nielsen checks in for Anderson. Stolzenberg, he made the first, and now we'll get set up for the second. Stolzenberg's second shot is up. It's just a little soft on that shot, so he'll hit one of two there. Mustangs still with the lead. Sampson, no look pass over to right on that far side. Right will set back up at the top of the key, get it to Sampson, right back to right. They'll pass it back and forth between him and Right. Right will get it from Nielsen, and then Right will pass to Nielsen in that near side corner. Nielsen drifts out to his right. He'll get it off now to Nelson, and to Sampson on that far side to Right. Right will stand back at the M logo. Now to Sampson, right back to Right again. It's Nelson. Nelson in the near side corner. Bounce pass there to Right. It's Nielsen to Right. Right dribbles in the paint. Nice Euro step up and in for two. Ben Wright with a beautiful Euro step there to get it in the paint and then put up the shot and get it to fall. 56-37. Stolzenberg, no good from his shot. And the Mustangs get the rebound. It's Nielsen with it up the court. Nielsen drifts to that far side. He'll get double team. I don't know how that's not a foul. That's got to be a foul now. They kind of, they hugged him almost. Well, before we get any sort of call, Mora's going to call a timeout. So while they take a timeout, we'll take a timeout as well. You're listening to Nice 95.5.
Herman Insurance Services has been in the game for over 50 years. Our agency has since grown into a team of experienced agents who are committed to providing clients with the best possible experience and coverage to fit their unique needs. We specialize in personal and commercial insurance for the communities of North Branch, Rush City, and Asante. Don't just take our word for it. Visit online at hermanins.com or call today for your free no-obligation quote. With Herman Insurance Services, live life fully covered.
Here we are in Mora High School for this 6AA playoff matchup between the Mora Mustangs and the St. Cloud Cathedral Crusaders. Mustangs lead right now, 56-37. In this second half, it's been a really good defensive performance by both teams. Mora has the bit of the edge, though, as they have held the Crusaders to only 12 second half points while they have scored 23. Rasmussen in the paint to Honstrom. Honstrom puts it up, no good, but he'll be at the line to shoot two now after that foul. It's going to be the 5th team foul on the Crusaders. And that's going to be on 41, his 3rd. Honstrom no good on the 1st. They still lead 56-37. 7:04 left on that ML Fairview Clinic scoreboard. ML Fairview Clinic Rush City with virtual clinic in the West Building. There to assist you on Monday, Tuesdays, and Fridays. Honstrom's second shot is up. That one's no good as well, and the Crusaders will get the rebound. Taking up the court is Pfeiffer. Instead, he'll pass it off to his teammate Simons right before reaching that half-court line. Working with it on offense is Simons stands at the top of that three-point line. It's no good. Honstrom will get the rebound. Ben Wright, pass in the corner to Rasmussen. Now to Honstrom in the paint, puts up the shot. No good, a little strong off the glass. Rasmussen gets the rebound. At the free throw line, he'll put up a shot. That one's no good, and Nielsen will come down with the rebound here for the Mustangs yet again. Wright spins around the defender, works in the paint. He's fouled, and he'll go to the line. Maybe, we'll see. We'll see if they're going to call it a shooting foul. Nope, they're not going to. 6th team foul, 1st foul there on Simons. And Wright will get set to inbound. Wright does to Honstrom. Honstrom will just hand it off to Wright. Now to Sampson. Sampson follows Wright as he's drifting to the right, but Sampson will stop. Wright almost loses possession. They're going to call... Oh, I thought they were going to call a jump ball. Instead, we're going to get a foul. I believe on the... Let's wait here. It's going to be on the Crusaders. That's their 7th team foul and the 2nd on Simons. I thought they were going to call a tie up there, and instead they get a foul on Simons right at the line to shoot a 1-and-1. That one's good. Makes it 57-37. Now a 20-point lead here for the Mustangs with 6:16 left in the game. Right. Makes both. 58-37 now. And again, well, the Mustangs may not score a whole lot of points per game, but they don't really need to because their defense is just so good this year. Ball goes out of bounds. The Crusaders will keep it. Simons, the inbound pass, he works with it on the far side, gets it off to Stolzenberg. Stolzenberg at the free throw line, puts up the shot. It does get the roll. It's in for two. 39-58. Mustangs will work back with it on offense. Rasmussen, pass off to Nielsen. Nielsen will drive inside the paint, tries to spin around, almost loses possession of the ball, so he'll pass off to Ben Wright, who will work to that far side, give it off to Rasmussen. Now to Nielsen. Nielsen will work back to the far side. Give off to Sampson. Now to Rasmussen. Rasmussen has that one stolen away by Simons. Simons working up the court. Odd man rush for the Crusaders as he was on a 1-on-2 there was Simons, and he'll get the pass now. Put it up for three. It's no good. Mustangs get the rebound. 5:10 left to go in this second half. Nielsen to Rasmussen. Now to Sampson. They'll go back and forth and pass. Now Wright, he'll take it, and he'll take it to the basket. He puts it up and in for two. Have a night, Ben Wright. He has 26 points right now in this game. 60-39. Stolzenberg has it. Pass to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer on this near side, trying to get it in the paint there to 41. He does. 41 makes a defender miss. Passes. Shot rather was up and no good, but I think we're going to get Ben Wright for the foul. We do. That's his second. Team's fourth. The shot is up. No good. No good on the first, and we'll get a couple of substitutions here for both teams. Lilienthal and Anderson will check in for the Mustangs. Andrew Schroeder will check in, along with Jack Pelzel. 69-30, 4:39 left in this game. 6AA basketball playoffs here. Second shot is up and no good as well. And Wright gets the rebound there for the Mustangs. He'll jog it up the court. Gets towards half court before he slows down. He stops, gets it off to Rasmussen on this near side. In the near side corner, it's Anderson. Now to Honstrom. Honstrom trying to work it in the paint. Far side pass to Wright. Wright works it just outside the paint, puts up the shot, no good. And he'll get his rebound right back and put it up and in for two. 62-39. Mustangs with the lead. And the Crusaders call a timeout with 4:11 left in this game. The Mustangs lead 62-39. You're listening to playoff basketball here on KBEK.
Hi, I'm Eric Hoppy. If you're looking to buy a quality vehicle from someone you can trust without having to haggle, come see me, Eric Hoppy, at Cathedral Auto Sales, located in Mora on Highway 65. I'll help you find the right vehicle for you and your family and make sure you're satisfied with your investment. And I understand how important it is to stay within your budget. Cars you can trust from a guy you can trust. That's me, Eric Hoppy, Cathedral Auto Sales in Mora.
Back inside Mora High School, got an update for you in that Cambridge-Isani Pine City Dragons hockey game, that playoff game. It's in Cambridge-Isani, and right now they are tied after the first period at 1 apiece. That should be a good one. Those two teams split their series during the regular season 1-1. Back in our game, it's Prom with it. Now to Schroeder for three. It's no good, but the Crusaders do get the rebound. Stolzenberg right back to Schroeder. He shoots no good, and the rebound there by Lilienthal for the Mustangs. Lilienthal working on the defender. He'll give it off to Anderson. Anderson tries to drive in. No good on the shot, and it's going to go out of bounds. And they're going to say it did hit Anderson last as it touched that boundary line. So the Crusaders work with it back on offense. That is Pelzel for 3. That one's no good. It hits the strap. That kind of helps the backboard move up and down in this gym, and that is considered out of bounds. So Lilienthal starts with it, pass to Rasmussen. Now on the far side corner, it is right. Now to Lilienthal. Lilienthal drives in, stops, looking to pass it off to right, all the way across court to Anderson. Now to Rasmussen, to Lilienthal. Lilienthal stops for a moment, spins around. He'll put up a fadeaway shot in front of the rim, no good. And Simons is right there for the rebound. Pelzel has it now. He'll give it off to Prom. Prom tries to drive in. Instead, he'll take one step back, then drive in, and Honstrom has it for the block. And Prom tried to get it back for the Crusaders on the rebound, but couldn't hold on to it cleanly, and he touched it last as it went out of bounds. So the Mustangs will have it. Lilienthal at half court now. Gets past half court, and we'll give it off to Anderson. Anderson now to Rasmussen. 2:45 left. It's right to Lilienthal. Lilienthal right back to Anderson. To right in this near side corner. And tried to get it off to Anderson, but it is stolen away by Pelzel. And now that pass goes awry, intended for Simons. So the Mustangs will get it right back. 2:37 to go here in this game. 62-39, the Mustangs lead. Mustangs, again, the number 2 seed. St. Cloud Cathedral, the 18 seed. Nick Nelson and Levi Hallstrom check in for the Mustangs. As does Sampson. Right, he'll inbound it. Quickly to Nielsen, then right back to Wright. Right up the court, gives it off to Sampson. Cross court to Nielsen. Nielsen tries to drive, he spins around. We're going to get a foul there on the Crusaders, and that'll send Nielsen to the line. That's their 8th team foul, the 3rd foul there for Pelzel. Then Wright will check out, and for him will be Max Simpson, a 5'9" sophomore for the Mustangs. Shot by Nielsen is up, no good on the 1-and-1 opportunity. Crusaders have it back. That's Stolzenberg with it for the Crusaders. He'll take a shot, fadeaway shot, it's up, oh! Doesn't get it to fall, and it rolls out of the basket. And now with it is Nelson to Nielsen. That is Sampson with it. Now to Jack Sampson, and that ball's going to go out of bounds. It was swatted out by a Crusader. So the Mustangs will keep it. Jack Sampson, the senior. Max Sampson, the sophomore. Max Sampson has it now to Nelson on that far side corner. Nelson stops on his drive, looking to pass off to someone. He does. He finally gets it to Max Sampson. Max Sampson has it, loses it, and the Crusaders will take it their way. Pass, oh, that pass was intended for Schroeder, and it goes off the mark, out of bounds, and the Mustangs will take back over. 1:40 left here in this game, 62-39. Been kind of at a stalemate at 62-39 for the last couple minutes. I don't think the Mustangs necessarily want to score as much as they do just want to waste some clock, but meanwhile, Sampson has it, Jack Sampson. Now to Hallstrom, now it's Max Sampson with it. Over to the senior Sampson, he fakes the 3, then drives, spins around. He'll put up a shot, no good, and rebounded here by Max Sampson. He puts up a shot, that's no good, and let's see. Looks like we're gonna get a foul there on the Crusaders on the shot. So Max Sampson will go to the line to shoot 2, and that'll be the 9th team foul there for the Crusaders, the first for Andrew Schroeder, senior here for the Crusaders, 1 of 6. Max Sampson's first shot is up and good. He makes it 63-39. Looks like we're going to get a full substitution here for the Crusaders. They'll get their backup guys here into this game. I don't know if I'll have time to read off all their names, but I will try. Start with Will Hoekstra Also in there, it's Andrew Moneypenny. That is an awesome name, Moneypenny. I love that last name. Also Jacob Voth, along with Tate Buckentine. I cannot see the last one. I think that's 25, Maswell Pfeiffer. Shot from Max Sampson is up and good. He hits both. Makes it 64-39. Mustangs also got a couple of substitutions in there, so they got their backups in. With it now is Hoekstra. Hoekstra puts up a shot, no good. Off the front of the rim and rebounded here by the Mustangs. Max Sampson takes it up the court here. Now with it is James Oslin. Oslin now to Jonah Smart. Smart trying to drive. He'll pass it off now to Balmer. Balmer has it. It's Smart. Balmer again. He'll pass it off here to Oslin. Oslin tries to drive, has that one stolen away by the Crusaders. Ball was stolen away there by Pfeiffer, Maxwell's Pfeiffer. That shot is no good. Rebounded here by Dallas Fix. Fix will take it up the court for the Mustangs. 30 seconds left. Max Sampson probably just going to dribble out the rest of the clock here. Stands at that M logo, then passes it off to James Oslin. Oslin will pass here to Maddox Balmer. Now back to Max Sampson. 13, 12, and 10 seconds left now. 64-39, and that looks to be the final. 5 seconds left. And there is the buzzer. The Mora Mustangs get the victory over the St. Cloud Cathedral Crusaders, 64-39. So the Mustangs will host on Saturday. And they will host Sauk Center here on Saturday. That should be a very good matchup between those two teams. That will happen on Saturday. Again, though, the final, 64-39. We're going to take a commercial break, hear word from some of our fine sponsors. When we come back, I'll recap this game, get you an update from the other games going on WCMPradio.com. But you're listening to this game on Nice 95.5.
New DQ rotisserie style chicken bites are at your favorite DQ family restaurant in Mora. Who knew unbreaded chicken this good was possible? It's 100% oven roasted white meat chicken that is 100% delicious. Finally, a chicken that is tender, juicy, and flavorful all by itself, or dipped in ranch, or in a salad, or in a basket with fries. Thank you, DQ, for giving us just what we needed, a chicken option that can deliver great tastes and big smiles. Happy tastes good at your favorite DQ family restaurant in Mora.
Mora Public Schools is proud to recognize the Mora boys basketball team for not only being leaders on the court, but off the court as well. Their coaches and teachers stress the importance of being involved in activities and being role models, but also stress the importance of academics. When you combine these qualities, you find strong individuals, strong teams, and most importantly, a strong school and community. Congratulations to the team and coaches for promoting such quality student athletes and for being conference champs for GPA. Go Mustangs!
Join the Quality Disposal Systems team of drivers. Our team works together towards a common goal, cleaning up our communities and making our customer service the best in the industry. Do you have a Class B CDL? Does driving a local route every day sound great? If the answer is yes, then you are who we're looking for. Quality Disposal offers competitive pay with a benefits package with a chance to be home daily. For more information and to apply, contact Quality Disposal Systems in Ogilvie at 320-272-4692.
Spend more time doing the things you love by shopping online at Coborns.com, and in as little as 2 hours, have your groceries loaded into your car. Shop Coborn's weekly ads online, then have Coborn's picky shoppers pick out the freshest produce, meat, bakery, and deli items, along with name brand grocery items and home essentials. Plus, we do the heavy lifting right to your vehicle. Save time, shop weekly specials online, and pick up at your favorite Coborn store, all online at Coborns.com.
I'm Steve Schwartzbar, your local Edward Jones financial advisor. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of all the local teams on WCMP. Call me, Steve Schwartzbar, at 763-552-1100 for all your investment needs.
Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
For over 30 years, Hones Auto Body has been getting customers back on the road. Just drop off your vehicle and they take care of the rest. Minor dents, full collision repair, glass replacement, and mechanical services. From the estimate to easily working with your insurance, ASE certified technicians will get your vehicle fixed right. Bring your vehicle to Hones Auto Body in Glass Collision Mechanical or visit online at honesauto.com. That's HOHNS auto.com. Butch, Christy, and everyone at Hones love to support Mora Athletics. Go Mustangs!
M Health Fairview brings world-class care to North Branch. You'll have access to the latest groundbreaking research discoveries combined with convenient care close to home. In North Branch, their dedicated care team specializes in family medicine, diabetes education, and physical therapy. Most of the staff and providers from the Pine City Clinic are now available in North Branch. To schedule an appointment, call 1-855-FAIRVIEW or use MyChart. Urgent care is also available Monday through Friday from noon till 8 and 9 till 5 on the weekends.
Minnesota, it's home. Hot summers at the lake, beautiful falls, snowy winters, and rainy springs. We experience it all. Make sure you're ready to handle whatever this state throws at you with help from Minnesota Equipment in Isani. Minnesota Equipment carries brands you love, like John Deere, Steel, Toro, Gravely zero-turn mowers, and Aaron snowblowers. Their helpful staff can not only get you the equipment you need, but can help you maintain it so it will last. Plus, they carry a full line of farm equipment. Minnesota Equipment in Isani, online at minnesotaequipment.com.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a four-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available. Online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
If you've been injured in an auto accident or have sustained other personal injury, you don't have to leave town to get good representation. Spear and Swanson attorneys at law in Pine City are experienced and will work on your case with no fee until they get you money. They also handle divorce and custody cases, criminal defense, including DWI and other legal matters. Spear and Swanson is your local law firm that cares about you. So if you need legal representation or advice, call 320-629-7586. Spear and Swanson, attorneys at law in Pine City.
Wellia Health offers sports medicine services at all our campuses in Mora, Pine City, and Hinckley. Dr. Mullen and his team treat a full range of sports injuries for all athletes at any level of competition. If you are injured, we want to help you return to the game as quickly and as safely as possible, providing the sports medicine care you need when you need it to help you live life well with Wellia Health. Call 320-679-1313 to schedule for any location.
Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit Kettle River Pizza fundraising on Facebook to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today. That's great tasting pizza.
Back inside Mora High School, this one has reached its final 64-39 with the Mustangs getting the victory over St. Cloud Cathedral. The Mora Mustangs will move on and host Sauk Center here on Saturday. That should be a good matchup between those two teams. So the Mora Mustangs, again, some unfinished business from last year as they made that section championship game and were unable to play due to COVID, but now this year they're on a roll once again, and it started with the win here over St. Cloud Cathedral, again 39-64. Looking at who led the way there for the Mora Mustangs, it was easily Ben Wright. He had 28 points there in this game. Then three guys had 8 points. It was Lilienthal, Rasmussen, and Honstrom who had 8. 6 for Jack Sampson, 2 for Dallas Fix, and 2 for Max Sampson. It was a good game there for the Mora Mustangs. Their defense showed out there in that second half, and they really bolstered down on defense and defended well against the Crusaders, and they kind of held them scoreless there in the last 3 or so minutes, and that's really what propelled them. That helped their offense as well to get a couple more points on the scoreboard as they do, again, get the victory 64-39. Looking at some of the other games going on WCMPradio.com, Pine City and Cambridge Isani in that boys hockey game are still tied 1-1. In boys basketball, the final between Rush City and Kimball is Rush City with the win, 49-44. They'll move on and play on Saturday. Right now, Bram versus Hinckley Finlayson. That game is in overtime. I told you, if you have been listening to any of the games I've been calling, I said that Hinckley Finlayson might be my favorite to go out and upset a couple of teams here in that Section 5A boys basketball tournament. And they're trying to here tonight against the Bram Bombers at Bram. So that would be a big win there for Hinckley Finlayson. But again, Bram at home, so they got a little bit of an advantage. Thank you to everyone for giving me updates. Adam Hefty, Andy Beckstrom, Benjamin, and of course, Zach Peterson. Thank you to those guys for giving me updates. And thank you to you for listening to this game. Again, thanks again to all of our fine sponsors, because without them, we wouldn't be able to come out here and broadcast this game. Again, the final here for Mora. The Mustangs get the victory, 64-39. You've been listening to boys basketball on Nice 95.5. We head now back to your regularly scheduled program.